Hello everyone and welcome back. Hope things are well. We're gonna have to start off by talking about that crap last night. I'm still here recording the video now. I am not in any circumstances gonna upload that England-Denmark game. 1-1 in the end. Only saved really because Slovenia scored a last minute equaliser against Serbia, which has kept us well and truly in our hands. But that performance was rubbish. We're going to start off in the Newcastle point of view because Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon have had 0 minutes of game time in the two matches we've played so far. And you watched the way we play, how awful was that performance. It is so bad, wasn't it? I thought we were fortunate to get 1 point against Denmark. The fact is, we have to accept that we've got 1 point now and it still puts us in a good position. But my word, that was a bad game. And I've got no confidence at all after watching that. And it just annoys me so much because I look at Anthony Gordon, 21 goals and assists combined in 35 games last season. He's not getting a sniff on that pitch, and when you watch how bad the front three is, why not? Why not? I want to see Gordon play. He deserves to play, and got to see it happen. But we're here to talk about a lot of Newcastle United news, and unfortunately, judging by the title and thumbnail, it's not looking good. We're going to get through all the injured players. Fabian Schar and Sandro Tonali are both injured according to the report. Of course, Fabian Schar took place during the game and Tonali's has been behind the scenes, and it's annoying. It's annoying, but anyway guys, hello there and welcome back. If you're new around here and you enjoy the content, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button. Hoppins opening day vlog will be on tomorrow morning. I'm going to be at the Hoppins today when you're watching this video, so I'll be there in the afternoon. If you guys want to get yourselves along and get involved with my content, I will be there. Opening day vlog, we do it every single year, and you guys seem to love the Hoppins videos, so I'll be coming back, and I just want something to enjoy myself because that is not enjoyable. And there was a 9 part as well. I'm watching the Spain match afterwards. I watched the game beforehand. I watched the Euro games over the past couple of days. Every single game has something good going on, and I watch our game. It's just the most depressing pair of crap that I've seen. So yeah, I'm just sick of it. I can't wait till club football is back. I can't wait till Newcastle United's back. It is so depressing watching that when I know Newcastle United just do a much better job in terms of playing football, and I can't wait to see us back. That's what I'm going to say in a positive point of view. When we're back, it's going to be class. But let's just get through it all now. What has happened over the past 24 hours? Let's start off with some pre-season announcements for Newcastle United. Of course, we are heading to Japan at the end of July / the start of August. I'm going to be in Japan. I'm going to be getting the content sorted. Fingers crossed this time I actually make it to the destination. I don't end up passing out in the airport. But my plan is to go to Japan. Newcastle have got 2 games there. However, we are also going to have at least 1 game taking place in the UK before we go over there. So we are going to have a match confirmed away to Hull City. It's a game that I've done before. I think it was around 2018, I believe we played there. 2-2 draw. Isaac Perez and Joselu both scored. And it's mental to say that both of these players in the Spanish national team now are Joselu hitting his prime at the age of 33 or something. It's mad saying that, but those 2 did score at Hull. I went there before, and it looks like Newcastle will be going back to the KC. And it's going to be an interesting little pre-season game for us because, well, we're supposed to be going to Germany. Behind closed doors games taking place when Newcastle are able to play at Adidas HQ. I believe Tonali, which we'll talk about shortly, is allowed to play in that game because it's behind closed doors. But my impression is that he's not allowed to play any games that are in front of fans until he comes back in August. So our first game as it stands in front of fans will be Hull City away, so there's going to be plenty of away fans there. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy the trip, and I've been at Hull before. It's a sound place, it'll be a nice day and it'll be a good laugh, so I'm looking forward to that one. It'll be a good away game for us, and it'll be a good little test for Newcastle as well against them. I mean, some okay opposition I guess for a first game. I think it's probably better than the Gateshead one last year when he taken on a 5th tier side. However, let's get the negative news now. So it's been reported by local journalist Joe Bland. Now, to be fair to this lad, I would say he is credible. He definitely gets some information where I look at it, you're thinking, and then all of a sudden you see a week later that this guy's actually correct. Obviously, no journalist is perfect, but he's came out and said that Tonali is injured. He's not sure if it's going to impact his return date, whether that be a minor, major injury. The impression is that he doesn't really know what type of injury it is, so I'm more lenient to kind of come out in this video and say that if Tonali is injured, let's say the source is correct, his injury's minor. He'll still come back in August, but Somehow, according to reports, Tonali is injured. I mean, just typical. Some of our players aren't even playing matches and they're still getting injured. I mean, it's just this Newcastle United injury curse, isn't it? I'm hoping next season, and as much as I don't want to be that guy and say without European football, we've got some positive to take away from it, but the injury positive is going to be good for us next season. I still feel like with less games to play, we're not going to get as many injuries. So it's going to help us, and domestically, it's going to help us in the league, and I'm feeling like Newcastle will get something going. However, Tonali is injured according to reports, and an injury that we know has happened is Fabian Schar. He has joined Kylian Mbappe and having the broken nose. He's joined us in the broken nose section, and it's not looking great. Obviously, in terms of broken nose, an operation's needed. It's not going to keep him out for too long. Mbappe is expected to come back for the knockout stage, maybe even the last group stage game if France got to push the luck. And you can expect a similar situation with Schar. In terms of a broken nose, whether it'll be a fracture or wherever the damage is done in the nose, a couple of weeks he'd be okay, but obviously a horrible injury. I couldn't imagine the pain in his nose, and it's going to be a bit of a tricky one for him because he's getting a bit older now. He's going to get quite a lot of injuries, and the last thing you want to see is to get injuries in different parts of his body. So as long as Schar is okay, that's the most important part. But yeah, he has broke his nose with Switzerland. There's a bit of a broken nose curse going on at the minute during the Euro. So hopefully all of our players stay fit. And positive for Gordon, the fact that the guy's not bloody playing at all is that you can't get injured, he's not playing. But no, look, you still get injured, he's not playing. So we'll see what happens in terms of injuries. But according to reports, Fabian Schar and Sandro Tonali have both been injured within the last 24 hours. As for a couple of signing announcements that Newcastle United have made towards the youth team, there's a couple that came in. So we have signed a 16-year-old from Blackburn Rovers called Rory Finnegan. I don't know too much about him, but what I will say is that our youth team needs serious investment. I've watched them a couple of times last season. There are some players that I think long term could get the Newcastle's team. Of course, the one that was out on loan, Yankuba Mensah, someone that is far too good to be in our youth team. Has probably been the best of the bunch. Guran Kyo, it's been out on loan twice, hasn't worked out either time. So for me, I feel like he's on his final chance almost, where he has to go out one more time. If it works, then we can finally get somewhere of him. If it doesn't work for a third time in a row, you're probably going to get shot with him. It just hasn't clicked so far, whether that be his own fault or someone that's been against him. I know he's second loan spell, especially the bankrupt team, so he hasn't had much to work with. But it's not just Rory as well. We signed a second player who's called CJ Afumuzor from Portsmouth. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about these youth players. I don't know much about them, but we'll say again, Newcastle will need to bring some youth players in. The fact that we've got a couple through the door, hopefully it's the start of something positive. Likes of Alex Murphy you've seen last season, somebody that is almost a bit of a squad rotation player, someone that's available there as a left back, and you've seen these players start to gradually get amongst Eddie Howe's team. And a few of them had an opportunity to play. I know in that 4-1 win over Chelsea at St James Park, bring a few of them off the bench, almost a bit of an experience opportunity just to give them a couple minutes in front of 50,000 fans. And it's someone that Eddie Howe's going to work with a lot more. It was Dan Ashford's job as our director to basically accommodate that youth team and make sure there's a clear progression system. But of course, since that guy's just done off and done whatever he wanted and started spouting his mouth with different teams, we've still got to almost rebuild this aspect. When we get a new director, we won't be able to do that. So it's a bit of a standstill at the minute, but seeing Newcastle bring a few more players in, it's nice. And I just want to update you guys about the new players coming in. Again, I wish I'd come out with this video and tell you a bit more about them, but in all honesty, I don't know enough about them. So it's one of those ones, it is what it is. It's expected over the next couple of days that Newcastle will announce their Sela Cup weekend at St James Park. It is coming back, and it will be the weekend after the trip to Japan. So once again, probably expected to be 4 teams, but they're playing at St James's Park. Not sure what 3 teams they are yet. I'm hoping for maybe some better teams this time. I'd like to see us maybe get a top Spanish team, top Italian team, just some of the better teams in world football, and just to see how Newcastle would actually do. Even though we haven't got European football this season, just still see us against some good competition and just test our players pre-season wise. But it is expected that it'll be announced in the next few days, so hopefully there'll be some good matches. But I do like the concept of a Sela Cup. Chances are I'll probably have the women's team play at St James Park as well, and just have a few teams that are out there, and it's going to be fascinating to see what teams are getting announced. But just expect that over the next couple of days. But that's about it in terms of news. We've got little bits of bobs there. Obviously the injury news is the big key hitters from this video. I'm hoping to God that Tonali's injury is either non-existent, hoping that it's a wrong report, or if it is, I'm hoping it's just going to be a minimal injury. It'll be a case where he'll be back in a couple of weeks. Schar broken nose, not ideal, but he'll not be out that long. It might affect his Euro tournament, unfortunately, but as long as it's not a bad fracture, as long as he can get everything sorted, he'll be back for us. He just worries me a bit. I still feel like we've got to get a new top level centre half in. I feel like there's a reason why Newcastle are doing that, because this guy is in his 30s now. As good as he is, I don't think he's going to keep it up forever. So it's important for us just to make sure in the time that he has in Newcastle we can accommodate him, and then when that time comes, to gradually get him out of the team a little bit and have some progression in the team. I do love Schar though, his ability is incredible, but he is getting over that, we've got to accept that. But hopefully he's fine, hopefully everything's fine. Hope you guys have a good day, enjoy it. I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of my day now. I'm going to watch the Spain game. I don't even want to think about the Euros. The sooner we are out, the better, because then I can just forget about England and get back to Newcastle, get back to the club I love, and just enjoy the rest of the Euros without having to panic every single time I watch us play, because we're just so crap. It's mental. But take care, guys.